Ta-dang! Previous year questions on literary criticism. Who held that poetry is only imitation of an imitation and therefore trivial? Which of these is incorrectly matched? Institutio Oratoria, Horace. Symposium, Plato. Politics, Aristotle. Institutio Oratoria is by Quintilian. What's the literal meaning of hamartia? In Apology for Poetry, Sidney discusses the dash function of poetry by comparing it with philosophy and history. This means, is Sidney talking about the didactic function of poetry, philosophy, and history? That means how these disciplines teach us. Didactic means teaching. Or is he talking about the aesthetic function? That means how these disciplines please us. Or is he talking about the imitative function? That means how these disciplines, poetry, philosophy, and history, imitate reality. Of course, he is talking about how poetry teaches us better than philosophy or history. See, Sidney is important. Who does Philip Sidney in Apology for Poetry call peerless? Who said thus, he affects the metaphysics not only in his satire, but in his amorous verses? Yeah, Dryden said about Donne, he affects the metaphysics. That means he pretends to be like the metaphysical philosophers. Hazlitt's book, Characters of Shakespeare's Plays, published in 1817, provoked the critics of which journal? Who in the essay on the tragedies of Shakespeare argued that Shakespeare's tragedies should never be acted? Now take a proper look at this. The Philosophy of Composition by Edgar Allan Poe. Correct, 1846. The Art of Fiction by Henry James. Correct, 1884. Aspects of the Novel was published in 1927. Which of the following is not a fallacious evaluation of poetry according to Matthew Arnold? That means Matthew Arnold thought that some ways of evaluating poetry are wrong or fallacious. Which of these is not one of the fallacies that he mentioned? Arnold believed that poetry has a high destiny. It will solve all the problems in the Victorian society. 3 estimates of poetry are possible: real estimate, historic estimate and personal estimate. The personal estimate and historical estimate are both wrong or fallacious. The personal fallacy means judging a poet based on our personal likings and situations. Historic fallacy means judging a poet based on his importance in history. Both are wrong. The real estimate is what he favored. Bakhtin's Forms of Time and of the Chronotope in the novel is an essay included in which book? Who described the novel as the bright book of life? Now listen carefully. T.S. Eliot's major essays. Tradition and the Individual Talent, 1919. It's an early essay. Hamlet and His Problems, the next year, 1920. And in 1921, The Metaphysical Poets and Andrew Marvell. The Function of Criticism, 1923. Use of Poetry and the Use of Criticism came 10 years later, 1933. After Strange Gods came in 1934. What is a Classic was a presidential address to the Virgil Society given in 1944. Notes Towards a Definition of Culture is very late essay, 1949. T.S. Eliot argues that dissociation of sensibility is decline in ethical values, being enslaved by ideologies, or is it reflected in the failure to integrate intellect and emotion? You must be tired. Let us do more literary criticism questions another day. First, take a look at these sure short critics. You'll get questions on them in the exam. And also, tomorrow's topic is literary terms. Bye-bye.